I think first of all, just would like to compliment Florida A&M for certainly being here and making this ball game kind of look like we had a chance early on to blow them out, but give Coleman credit. He kind of hung in there and just did a really good job of competing and getting out of some tough situations. Was proud of Amos to just give up 2 runs, and again, he was in some tough spots, but made his pitches when we needed him to kind of keep that lead. Felt like Hughes came in and kind of settled the game, and then after his inning, we were able to put a crooked number on the board, kind of distance ourselves a little bit, and so happy to certainly win and move on to get a chance to play Auburn in the winner's bracket game tomorrow.
All right, if you want to raise your hand, we'll get a mic to you. We'll take questions for the student athletes. Let's go front row right here on the left.
Amos, Coach Hall, when we talked to him yesterday, talked about what he felt you needed to do to win the game today. What was your command of your pitches like today? Fastball, breaking ball, etc.
I would say I was a little bit disappointed in myself, just the way that I did command the baseball. They did a good job of not helping me out when I did throw pitches that were close to the plate. But as a pitcher, you're definitely not going to have your best stuff every day, and you just have to work with whatever you have. And so I just tried to attack their guys with my fastball and my curveball. And you got to trust your defense, and I feel like we did a really good job as a team to keep ourselves in that game.
Let's go to front row right here on the right.
Tristin, can you talk a little bit about your day today? You had a great day, and also you guys scored 13 runs with just 1 extra base hit. That's kind of insane just in terms of baseball, so just kind of talk about that as well.
I would say that kind of speaks towards what we do as a team. We see pitches, we grind at bats, and we try to get on base any way possible. Today it was a lot of walks, a lot of singles. That give credit to their pitchers. They didn't throw a lot of the pitches right down the middle for us to punish, but credit to our hitters and myself for being able to kind of stick with our game plan of staying up the middle, not trying to hit the long ball, and just taking what the pitchers give us.
Second row, right here, guys.
Amos, the top of the 5th, you had some trouble, but you're able to get that 10-pitch strikeout. Can you describe just what that at bat was like and what you're trying to do, and just kind of, you were obviously very excited at the end of it, what it was like to get out of that?
Yeah, definitely my worst inning of the game. It's probably the inning, but I just had no command, and some things kind of snowballed on us, and with the walks and hit by pitches, and then the safety squeeze that they executed perfectly. And that last AB, just trying to attack that guy and make him beat me. And I got him 0-2, and I wanted to finish him off right there, but I couldn't do that exactly how I wanted to. I ended up making it a full count, and he did a really good job of fighting off some tough pitches, I thought. And just to get him out and to get us out of that jam was a pretty big moment.
Let's go back to the front row over here on the right.
Colin, you struck out with the bases loaded early in the game, and then had a tremendous at bat where you fouled off. I think you got 10 pitches in that at bat, and singled in 2 runs. Just kind of talk about that approach coming back after the disappointment and having that kind of broke it really wide open there.
Yeah, I just tried to flush that previous at bat and look forward to the next one. I knew I was gonna get another chance in the game to come through in a big way. So sure enough, got into a deep count and just kept throwing off fastballs, and then I knew he'd make a mistake eventually and missed over the middle, and sure enough, got a barrel on it.
Second row over here on the right.
Colin and Tristin, Florida A&M coach was talking about the grind of y'all's at-bats as a collective unit throughout the whole lineup. When it comes to working those 3-2 counts, when it comes to fouling off pitch after pitch when you have 2 strikes on you, how much does Coach Ramsey work with y'all on that situational type of hitting?
Yeah, I think that just speaks on behalf of our motto at Georgia Tech. You know, our program's all about grit, and you know, you work in those deep counts, and you're trying to get the guy behind you to see all his pitches, and sure enough, you wear it down on the pitcher, and they start to give in a little bit, and you look for those opportunities to where you can come through once you get in those deep counts.
Anything else for the student athletes? Last one right here.
Colin, that single he had to drove in the two, you raised your hand going to first. Obviously, it meant, I mean, in the context of the game, it was, you know, it was reasonably well in hand. But why was that so satisfying for you?
I feel like they kind of broke up in the game there. Sure enough, got through, and you know, I was just excited to do something in a big way for the team. So I felt like it just kind of busted open the game and gave a little celebratory fist bump.
All right, thanks guys. Thanks for your time. All right, we'll take questions for Coach Hall again. If you want to raise your hand, we'll get a mic to you.
See you guys.
We'll start here on the front row.
Coach, having Willingham go 6 tonight and the guys out of the bullpen just go 1 inning each, you really did a pretty good job of managing the bullpen and had a lot of guys ready for Auburn tomorrow.
Yeah, we have a lot of guys ready. I thought it was key that we scored right after Hughes came in the game, because I didn't really want to pitch him at all, but felt like we had to. But he only threw 11 pitches, so he'll be good to go tomorrow, and then we have everybody else kind of ready to go. And so, yeah, I thought it was huge that we didn't have to burn, anybody really.
Front row here on the right.
Coach, it was an interesting game. There was really the gamut of things that could go wrong for FAMU that went wrong. Do you feel a little bit for their coach when you see like all those kind of weird plays that are probably atypical of their players? And you had a couple as well with like McCann falling and then I forget the second guy was who fell down as well, where you get guys kind of caught out in some weird situations as well.
No, you're 100% right. They made some errors in some critical spots where they had a chance to get us in a rundown, and that would have been, like you said, probably our third base running boo-boo of the night if they get the guy out at the plate. So I think it was a little uncharacteristic of us running the bases. We usually don't make kind of mistakes running the bases. What McCann was doing there, I'm not exactly sure. He's not our fastest guy for sure, but he definitely had his mind made up he was going to go to third. He just, his feet failed him a little bit. So yeah, there was some strange plays. I think, some of it might have been a little bit of guys trying too hard, and but yeah, I do feel for Jamie Shoup, because you kind of think you should make some of those outs, and then you don't get them done. And to our guys' credit, when they kind of made mistakes, we made them pay.
We're at the front row here on the left.
Danny, could you talk about Luke's injury, what it is yet, and also about how Charlie played when he came in to take his spot?
So Luke, there's nothing structurally wrong with his knee. It's the third time it's happened this year, so I know some of the guys here have seen him do it. It also happened at Virginia Tech when we were up there. It's just weird. I don't know if his cleats stick. I don't know what happens, but it kind of wrenches his knee, but structurally his knee is fine. He was walking around after the game, so we'll just see kind of how he feels tomorrow and see if he can go. As far as Charlie goes, definitely a tough spot to put him in with 2 strikes on. That's a tough assignment, but kind of after that he drew 2 walks, and I think had 1 play at second that he made, and was close to turning a double play. So Charlie, I thought handled it extremely well, which I thought he would.
Back to the front row.
You saw Auburn play a couple times previously, this year. They hit the ball pretty good today. 41 really had a good day. What do you see from them going into the game tomorrow?
Well, I thought they played really well today, and thought they swung the bat well, and probably some guys that they'd been counting on all year to have, a big year for them, Williams being one of them. Probably didn't have the kind of year he would have liked to have had, or they would have liked to have had, but he had a great day today. he's definitely capable. I've seen him play for a long time. And so they're definitely, the way they played today, they're capable of putting runs up on the board. The ball does carry a little differently at nighttime as opposed to daytime here. They got a good guy going on the mound. We got a good guy going on the mound, so it should be a heck of a ball game.
Anything else for Coach? Last one right here.
Danny, you mentioned a couple of base running errors, and it seemed like maybe there were errors in the field, or mistakes in the field, and certainly the left on base. It's real uncharacteristic of you guys. Is that part of, not having been in it a while and just being so excited to play and having all that kind of flowing through your guys, I think?
No, I don't think so. I think maybe it was more just what I said earlier, trying too hard. I give Coleman a lot of credit. I mean, it looked like we could just, put 10 runs on him in a heartbeat, but he ended up making some really good pitches. And you look, he walked 7 guys. Some of those walks I kind of think were a little bit strategic, to where, he would seem to walk a guy and then make a pitch and get out of trouble. So, no, I thought we played fine. And the one thing that I do want to mention is our crowd. It was great to see everybody show up here tonight, and gave us a lot of energy, and we need that tomorrow night as well. And I'm sure it'll be if we had 3,700 in here tonight, however many they'll let us put in here, we'll have that tomorrow night. So that was fun and exciting, I know, for me and our players.
All right, Coach, thanks for your time. Good luck tomorrow.